Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha Yathagnir-dahika shakti Ramakrishne sthita hiya Sarva-vidya swarupam tam Sharadam pranamamyaham Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukhaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Namaste to you all. We will see that what is eternal and unchanging alone will remain. The Sanatana Dharma will remain forever. That's what we have been seeing. And then we were just peeped through the ancient history, that is prehistoric period, from 3.3 million years old to the almost present time. The whole of history, the Paleolithic period, then Mesolithic period, Neolithic period of the prehistoric times we finished. And the Copper Age, the Bronze Age and Iron Age also, we just glanced through. And we have come to the ancient times from 600 BC to 476 AD, the first period, and the Middle Age from 476 to 1450 AD. And then from the last early modern period of 1450 to 1750, and finally modern era 1750 to the present day. So amidst that, we were going through the first phase of the modern history, that is from 600 BC to 476 AD. There we saw these classifications, why that 476, 1450, odd numbers, 1750, the classification. This is the Western historians have divided according to the major changes that took place in the social structure. After the Copper Age and all, Metal Age, the 600 BC to 476 AD is the, you can take as 500 before, 500 after.
Recording in progress.
500 BC to 500 AD you can take approximately. It is 600 BC to 476 AD. This period is most flourishing in those days because of the Greece and Roman means they have climbed to the glorious times. They are flourishing there. And we see during this period the science, philosophy, government and architecture going to the topmost zenith in this one. And then we see slowly the things we see in the world all the time. The waves come and go. There will be high tide one day. The next season we see it has come down to the lowest ebb. Like that, the Roman Empire, we see this glorious time being over. This is called the classical antiquity period. With this, this 476 is fall of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire. That's why that 476 is taken as the demarcation in the history. the classical antiquity ends, the Greece and Roman, this one climbing suddenly falls off. Unimaginable dimensions. The whole society crashes down. And we see with this fall of the Roman Empire, the Dark Ages come. The historians feel the only cause of this fall was that lack of cultural advancement. Culture and civilization. Culture is what gives us happiness and governance, everything. And then religion, spirituality, morality, all things, art, science, except science, art and all this come, that makes us play, dance, music, all this comes under the culture. The other is civilization, how to live in this world utilizing the resource of nature. This difference, this cultural, if culture is given up, we will fall. Everywhere, wherever we see, before the fall, the cultural decline is there. With that, the fall begins. So, this cultural advancement, which was pioneered by Greece and Romans, was come to stand still. And then it falls off. During this period, we see feudalism has come up as the dominant political force governing the society. Feudalism means a few people, rich people, will be making many people their slaves and making them work. This period, it hindered the social structure coming up. Upward movement could not be there because people did not have freedom to improve their life conditions. This, because there is no other way. I have to be a slave. So many people, that slavery they are experiencing. So no opportunity was given to them, and then we see there is even religious superstitions came up. The Catholic Church was extremely institutionalized. It is an institution. Institutionalized means like a structure which cannot expand or contract. It becomes rigid. The rigidity makes people either you have to follow like superstition or give it up. So that kind of situation was there. Often it was opposed to science and culture. So there was the advancement which was started by the Greeks and Rome and that pioneered, that was dropped off. And difficult times came. Very difficult times. When something happens in life, we see all things as if they are coming together. The calamities, even in driving, where there is extremely narrow road in India and all we see, narrow road, throughout it is free. When narrow road, not a narrow place comes, there are 4 people walking, one animal is there and we have to, from the opposite speed vehicle is coming and we have to move away or totally park it. In our lives also we see the calamities do not come all alone. They come in multiplicity. From all sides we will start seeing darkness. Oh, why this situation? This lowest ebb is just picking up the force to climb up. But if spirituality and religion is given up, then we don't have proper direction of climbing up. We climb in wrong way. We get the force to climb, but usually it moves towards the bodily enjoyments and things which again make us, with all things available, make us misery and bound. So this low ebb, nothing to worry, but the suffering that most of the people undergo before the climb up begins is difficult time. And here in difficult time we see famine and diseases have become common. Famine is nature's vikopa, as if nature is angry upon us. There is no rains, the things change. We don't get proper food to eat. The animals and all are dying away because of lack of water. Humans are struggling to fighting for a morsel of food. So famine, along with famine, diseases, varieties of diseases follow. And Black Plague enters, devastated Europe totally in 1340. In 1340, how many people got? Almost 150 million people died in Europe region because of this Black Plague. Unimaginable. And here we see slowly science, need of science coming up and saving the mankind. Otherwise, we have no control over the nature or anything that's happening. So 150 million people die in that Black Plague, and Europe, and there will be a clash in the communal level also. Just people are recouping from this. The European Christian and the Muslim of Arab world start fighting over there will be huge conflicts. The Christianity governed by Pope, with Pope and all the military backing of the state, they go to fight with the Muslims to take back the holy place. And it's called crusades. We see they want to take back the Jerusalem and the holy place occupied by the Muslims. There will be huge fighting. Huge groups go to take over. And these are called crusades. There will be between 1095 to 1291, about 300 years almost, or 200 years, this will continue. And we see 8 crusades major and many more minor crusades taking place. And millions of people, it seems about 50 million people died, and Christianity lost the war. So all things, how the things come up, you see, and then try to drown the structure. Now, where is so what is the state of affairs, you can just imagine. And this dark period slowly bringing the whole social structure to the ground level. And it ends by the divine grace or nature's law, according to the law, in 1450. That's why we divide this one 600 BC to 476. 476 to 1450. 1450, the dark period. It's this 476 to 1450, the dark period of the dark ages, we say, in the history of European, this one. With this, here Italian Renaissance take place. We'll go through that. It's an important part of the history. How the Renaissance, what are the values they bring up. Wonderful to think. a new dimension open in the European region with the Italian resonance. We will discuss it in next class. And here we see when this starts, the end of this period, the Eastern and Western hemisphere coming together. It is an important means the world would have remained split forever, never to join together. And with the end of this one, many transformations also take place. Steam engines come, and all these railway come up, all this come up, and then there is the trade. And first time in the total history, we have studied from the 3.3 million years from there to the modern times, we see for the first time the two hemispheres coming, interacting and becoming all linked together in all respects. And the world first time sees the trade and culture and other things, political understandings also spreading, social level it's spreading, interacting, and everything gets changed. The world starts changing. Great advancement we see during this period in art, science, architecture, and other intellectual pursuits all start expanding. People now, with this, people slowly gain the strength. Oh, we can walk alone. We have now that every human had lost the confidence in himself. Oh, we won't be able to survive in this world as if. That has gone. We are humans. That pride of being human, the understanding of human. I am a spark of the divine. I too can do something in this world. That understanding, new understanding. Because smallest support given to human, he immediately is able to climb. This we see in our normal life. A person is moving in wrong direction with all unwanted life. Give him a small support. It's like a creeper spreading on the ground. If it sees a small stick fallen, it climbs over. And it takes some support or the other to climb up the tree and cover the whole tree and survive. Not only survive, claim the glory. Like that, we see humans again getting their confidence. Yes, we have something to attain. We have some goals to achieve. We have to stand up now and take the responsibility on our own shoulders. And we are capable, the understanding, I am capable. That I am capable. Each one, when the elders start thinking in a particular trend, if elders feel we are capable, the children will be feeling, the new generation feels we are capable. You see now in the present society, every child feels I can become a IT, I can become a doctor. They don't know what is this, because they commonly hear software, hardware, this, that and all. It becomes so common, and that they get the confidence. Yes, from childhood they are confident. Like that, if the elder generation is on the right track, the lower generation. So whole social structure within a few generations, there will be huge transformations. This transformation is what we see in the coming to the present social structure slowly. It's a process, evolution of the society, social evolution. The economical changes also, slowly they get grip. We see in the end of dark ages, even after this began in the Italian Renaissance, we see the first growth was slum-like living. They have to begin again from ABCD. Nothing to crude way of living, like forest people living amidst the. And when people join together in large groups, we'll see everywhere dirt, everywhere some way of living. So all this will be cleared. The decent way of living slowly comes up. All that is good and great starts manifesting. See how you want to come to the human level from animalhood, how difficult it is. This is simultaneously there will be animalhood going on, hatred, dislike, fighting, trying to conquer each other. All this will be going on inevitably. But if this is lost, if the other negativity starts spreading, the whole structure will be miserable. Even good people will be suffering intensely. So this negativity, if it is in small quantities, in its own limits, it is nothing to bother. If the society is happy in majority, whole thing can never be changed. And it is not the purpose also, and it is nature. Nature has the two aspects, dharma and adharma, good and bad, right and wrong, poisonous and like nectarous things go together always. But this, if it is in small quantities, not powerfully working, then it is all right. So this change, this trend we see in our mainly at the end of this period, the ancient times and the Middle Ages, we see passing through the Dark Ages, and next we will enter into the early modern era, 1450 to 1750. That is the period when the Italian Renaissance takes place. It's a beautiful thing. We will discuss in the next class. For today, this much. Any other questions or anything?
Thank you, Maharaj. We don't have any question today from the audience. But if you have any question from their Bailur Mutt site, we can also take from the audience there.
Niranjanam nityamanantarupam bhaktanukampa dritavigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namamaha.